Well, you talked about this. You said, is comedy recovering from cancel culture?
Yeah, it felt, it felt like it might have been, especially after the Tom Brady roast. But, again, me being a fan of Real Time with Bill Maher, he actually talked about this on a segment on his show when he said everybody thought cancel culture is coming to an end, but it's really not. There's still a war. There's still a war on dicks. So, I don't know, man. My situation is different, man. I don't think I'm in a position to be canceled.
Well, what do I say about being canceled? Unless you're put in prison,
right,
or you die,
right,
or you stop working.
Yeah,
that's how you get canceled,
right?
Because remember, wasn't that one comedian? Remember the one that made fun of Kobe's death?
Yes, Aries Shaffir.
Aries Shaffir.
And he should have known better because in comedy, there's a thing as too soon.
Yeah.
And that was right when it kind of happened.
Right when it happened.
But let me tell you, I saw a thing on Instagram where, and it's just the beauty and the danger of what you could do with this technology. Remember the actual footage of Kobe Bryant and what's my man's name? Matt Barnes was in front of him. And he went like that with the ball.
Right.
Somebody edited that clip to where Matt actually hits Kobe in the face with the ball. And I wish I could show you this clip. Kobe folds his head back and falls out of screen like he'd just been killed. And somebody in the comments wrote, I don't care what people say. I'm telling people this is how Kobe died. Now, what I'm saying is this. You're making that face. But when you see the fucking clip, nothing but laugh emojis.
Listen, the internet is undefeated.
So all I'm saying is,
come up with the crazy, especially if you're hiding behind a fake name. You can say whatever you want.
All I'm saying is, and this is the potency of comedy. Yes, there is a thing called too soon. It's all about comedy is timing, but given enough time, and maybe even with bad timing, if the joke is funny enough, you can't hide your natural gut. Right. And if it's to laugh, you laugh.
All I'm saying is he made that joke, and from what I understand, I haven't really been following him, but he does that with every person who dies.
Yes.
That's like his thing.
Right.
Right? His thing is to make fun of people right when they die.
But when he did it with Kobe,
it was a bigger impact.
Do you know why?
Because Kobe was an icon?
No, because niggas protect their own when it comes to shit like that. Oh, you don't play that. Don't play that. We didn't find that funny. Kobe's black. You know what I'm saying? And you messing with one of our heroes that way? Back up, white boy.
Has he been canceled? Does he still do shows? I heard he does.
Of course he does. But at the moment, that motherfucker was quaking his boots.
For a couple of weeks, maybe.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Cancel culture.
He didn't go down to Roscoe's.
I don't think he was going down to Roscoe's.
He wasn't hanging out on Compton. So he knew what he was doing.
I think he had a white boy audience to begin with. I think most black people got to know who he was by that comment that he made.
And what a way to get introduced. That's what a way for you to get introduced to the community. Yeah. That's like you coming down to the black block party, you get on the mic and go, hey, how you niggas doing?
The Klan hood.
You don't even need a Klan hood. Just say how you niggas doing.
Yeah.
So come on, man.
I mean, what did you think of the Tom Brady roast?
I thought it was great. I thought it was too long. I didn't know that you needed 2.5 hours. Most of the roasts are an hour.
Yeah, I actually what was the name of the lesbian girl that did
Sam J.
I didn't really like her skit. I thought that was one of the weaker parts.
I thought she started off slow.
But Kim Kardashian had the weakest
by the time
part.
she got done.
Yeah.
I thought Sam J.
Yeah, because I remember I turned off maybe halfway through hers. I was like, I'm not feeling this.
Yeah, I tell you who killed it. And I told my podcast partner, to me it's a tie, but she leads by a cunt hair. Nikki Glaser, I thought was the best. Right under her, Tony Hinchcliffe.
Who's Tony Hinchcliffe again?
He's got one of the most popular podcasts. He's a comedian.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Yeah.
And I was saying because it was the way he did it. He got out of his seat and he literally sniped everybody as he walked down person to person on the dais. Cold.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it ultimately ended well. I got bored with it. Bert Kreischer and what's the name of his partner?
Tom Segura.
I felt like felt like they were nervous. Bert looked really nervous. I remember, I saw like Bert's hand shaking.
My podcast partner said? It felt like their podcast. Like if you knew their podcast, what they did, you went, that's the podcast.
Oh, okay.
You know, nothing is more cringe to me than athletes and rappers trying to be funny. Because it comes off like trying. Whereas comedians, that is a natural muscle within us to where when we flow, it feels natural. When rappers and athletes do it, it feels like it's being read.
You don't think that Gronk...
I thought the only ones that were great...
He killed it.
Gronk, because he knows how... He's playing up to, I'm stupid. He's playing that jock role. But him...
Me know that not real money.
That was hilarious. That was fucking hilarious. And the Jewish dude, the Jewish football player.
Yeah, the Jewish football player. Yeah,
I thought those two were the most natural.
Huh?
Everybody else, Randy Moss to me was cringe.
Yeah.
You know, Bill Belichick was cringe. Not cringe, stiff, but that's who he is.
Well, the fact that he got him at all.
That.
The fact that he got Bill Belichick on there, yeah.
What I don't like is, and listen, this is maybe part of the reason why I am not career-wise where I would like to be, because I notice on these roasts, all the comedians on the dais, I hate the way they fucking ham it up with some of these jokes. The over-the-top reactions. And listen, first of all, let me say emphasis by saying what I always say. Kevin Hart's phenomenal.
I thought he killed it as a host.
I understand why this motherfucker is where... Yes, I understand why this motherfucker is where he is. He's so goddamn likable.
Yes.
He's so fucking funny. He's a great host.
Mm-hmm. He produced it, actually.
Did he really?
He was one of the producers, yeah.
Yeah, but just to over the top, getting up out your seat, all the hammy shit, just bring it down. It's so obvious it's fake. But you know, again, he's playing the game. Maybe because I don't play that game. You know, I feel awkward doing that. But, you know, listen, kudos to him. You know, he plays the game. He's a likable motherfucker, man.
Yep.
You know, again, the comedian who I always say one of the best comedians to ever live, God rest his soul, late, great Patrice O'Neal. Mm-hmm. When you looked at the Charlie Sheen roast, and he was on that roast.
Yeah, I remember.
He laughs and gives you what you need to get, but you could still feel where he's being authentic in the sense that he's going, yeah, that was funny. Yeah, that's good. But I'm not about to do a somersault out of my seat and jump in the air and kick my legs up because it's that funny.